I'm SHIKU NJOROGE. If you're new here, and for those who are not new, karibuni sana. Have an amazing lady who is very vocal about period pain and endometriosis as a whole.
I think in 2016, I remembered, by the way, yesterday when I was looking at my bio, I was like, oh, 2016, I was voted the third most influential woman in the country.
Wow.
Unfortunately, during my fourth and final surgery, I was lucky to have undergone excision surgery. This is the last surgery, which is like the best treatment right now. And unfortunately, my doctor, my gynecologist, was unable to save my ovaries. Yeah.
It is well. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. With me here is an amazing lady, but first of all, let me start with myself. I'm SHIKU NJOROGE. If you're new here, and for those who are not new, karibuni sana. Today, I have an amazing lady who is very vocal about period pain and endometriosis as a whole, and I would love to introduce her to you. Elsie Wandera, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Elsie Wandera, and I'm the founder of the Endometriosis Foundation of Kenya, and I am an endometriosis survivor.
We don't say warriors.
No.
She has done incredible things. She's very vocal. So tell me, who is Elsie?
Well, besides being on fire today, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm really feeling so good.
You're welcome.
Thank you for inviting me here to speak, to share my story. So yeah, I'm turning 43 this year, so technically 42. I know, right?
You don't even take it.
To God be the glory, aging gracefully. So I first was, started experiencing period pain when I was like about the age of 15, and for me it was the journey that got me here, like you say. So recently divorced. I am childless as a result of endometriosis. So yeah, I think that's me. But I feel like those titles, or the way I've introduced myself, like has like a negative tune to it. I sit on the World Endometriosis Organization Steering Committee. I was invited in 2019, and I represent, like, I'm the only African on the steering committee, representing, of course, Africa, and yes, it was such a blessing to just get on there. I am also the founder of the Endometriosis Foundation of Kenya, that has been in existence for a very long time, since 2015. Recently just received the DEAR Awards, and I was second runners up in the category of, I think the gender empowerment category, if I'm not wrong, and so many others. I think in 2016, I remembered, by the way, yesterday when I was looking at my bio, I was like, oh, 2016, I was voted the third most influential woman in the country.
Wow.
Like,
do you even know that?
I knew it, but I was just like, I can't be like that, but I guess people, think I'm not.
You're influential. I keep telling you that your name is in rooms you've not even stepped into. I mean, I have so many friends who talk very highly regards of you, and which is a very amazing thing. To be very amazing, because there's nothing as good as someone talking positive feedback about you. There's nothing negative I've had.
Yeah. I'm sure there are people. I'm sure there are people who have like experienced, like other things about me. But it's good. It's good to know that yes, my pain has turned into purpose, and it's helping someone else also navigate. Someone else navigate their own journey. So yeah, and I sincerely love what I'm doing. Sometimes people ask me, oh, So, you've gone through so many difficult, seasons in your life, um, could the divorce, you don't have children, now single, I'm like, that's, there's a story. And then the painful periods,
Yeah.
4 surgeries later. I mean, that's the narrative for most patients with endometriosis, just the number of surgeries that they have to go through. But I'm like, but we have the opportunity of improving the public's knowledge on endometriosis. So it's a pleasure to just to educate the public and let the public know, like, these are women who have real stories. Their pain is not like, people are not faking their pain, like, it's real. Endometriosis has got real impact on people's lives. It steals and takes away from the quality of a woman's life. Like, for example, when I'm supposed to be hanging out, and I've seen your stories, and they break my heart because I see you all the time in an IV line for pain medication. I'm just like, that's someone's life. So period pain is not normal. So for me, I'm happy that I can be part of that, dispelling the myths and just helping people appreciate that, yes, we are human.
Yeah.
There's a face to people who suffer. And yeah.
You're really doing it. You're really doing it. I can blush on that.
I know you are.
Really, really doing it. What you said for surgery in the door, I mean, that's what you asked.
Yeah.
What's endometriosis to you? Like,
Yeah.
how do you look at endometriosis? Do you look at it as blessing in disguise?
Yeah.
Or do you look at it as, why do I even have this? Do you blame yourself for this? Or do you actually look at, God gave me this for a reason, and it's probably He's talking to me to create awareness, because it's happening, people don't know about it.
Yeah. I think there was a time when I was very angry, with God. And I was like, why? In fact, the person I was angriest most with was Eve. I used to say, the day I'll meet Eve, why did she have to take a bite from the apple? So then the cows and then all those things. So then, like, I need to have a meeting with her. Just explain.
Yeah.
And I, for a very long time, like I said, I blamed God, I blamed Eve, but I also blamed doctors for a very long time, because I thought, I was like, why is it that every doctor's office that I walk into, or every gynecologist's office that I walk into, they don't seem to have even a definition that was palatable for me? Like, I couldn't understand what they were telling me. I think the first time when I met, or when I was first definitively diagnosed through a laparoscopy, and that was it. It was just a laparoscopy because it was investigative. I mean, that's the first time when I was told that, for lack of a better word, my uterus was growing inside out. So it was cool. I used to go around and was like, yeah, my uterus is growing inside out. You don't have a uterus that's growing inside out. Mine is growing inside out.
Cool.
Mine is cooler than yours. So stop looking at me like I'm crazy. Because you see, and I've said earlier that, for a lot of women, their periods, everything, the whole journey is just invalidated because, made to feel like you're crazy. So now I had a valid story. So for a very long time, for me, it was, I blamed the doctors because they weren't using the right words. They weren't describing for me what I was going through. They weren't providing a sustainable solution for me. But then later on, I was just like, I'm fighting the wrong people. I need to get these people on my side. And that's how I started the foundation. Because I was like, we have to collaborate. Because at the center of even our fights and our disagreements and even the innovation and the research and the science that's being done is the patient. At the end of the day, it's the patient. So we can't, it's not about us. It's not about the advocacy organizations. It's not about the doctors. It's not about the scientists. It's not about the researchers, whoever it is, the funders. It's not about that. It's about the patient. So every solution, everything that we are working towards, every this awareness effort is not even for us. It's not even for us to gain the accolades. It's so that the girls and the women who walk into doctor's office can get the attention they deserve. When you look at it at a nationwide level, this disease should get the same attention that, like for example, like diabetes has, or HIV or cancer. Because did you know that endometriosis, of course, 1 in 10 women suffer. In total, at a global scale, we're looking at almost 200 million women. 200 million women are enough to form the 8th largest country in the world. Why, therefore, are we not giving endometriosis the attention? Why don't we have a cure? Why don't we have, we don't have a known cause, we don't have a known cure.
Why is it that when you have period pain, you exaggerate?
Exactly.
No one's gonna listen. When you have painkiller.
Yeah. Or get pregnant.
Okay, yeah. Get pregnant.
Have you heard that?
Ask me.
What are some of the myths?
You should get pregnant. So if you've not gotten pregnant, you're trying to try IVF. You try any method of getting pregnant
to alleviate the pain.
Yeah. Take lala na tumbo, jikunje, like coil up and just fill your stomach, put a warm water bottle on your tummy. Man, sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. For me, it doesn't. I have to go get
I've scalded my tummy with a hot water bottle once because I was trying to get the highest heat on my stomach, but I had pressed it so hard and I didn't realize that I was scalding my skin and my body, and so when I lifted, so when the cold air hit, that's when I felt like I burnt my skin. Yep.
No one talks about this.
No one talks about this.
No one talks about how you can miss work because of period pain.
Yeah.
Guys, you need to support this thing because it's happening.
Yeah.
It's really, really happening out
here.
Yeah. How bad do your cramps get? Let's now be real to each other. How bad do your cramps get? How do you feel?
Operating word is how bad were my cramps. And I guess I'll get there.
Yeah.
But I used to have the nastiest cramps on this planet. I used to dread eating because pooping would be hell. My endometriosis had gone to my rectum, had gone to my pelvic area, had gone to my ovaries. I dreaded eating. Hey, let me tell you, go to the toilet. You hold the toilet walls like
pole.
Oh, Father Lord. I would cry. It used to be like hell. But not only that, what was also hell was ovulating. And yeah, sometimes it actually can be, unfortunately, they categorize, insurance companies categorize endometriosis as a chronic and recurring condition. Yes, it is. And then they also categorize the treatment as like you're treating fertility because the drugs are similar, like pills and stuff like that to suppress the production of estrogen, etc. It's like, yes, it feels like and it sounds like.
Yeah.
So the people who defined those categories are the ones who need to redefine those categories. And the only way that they can do that is through that education. So there's a massive gap in a knowledge gap even within the health sector itself, and that's why for me it's important for us to collaborate and work with the healthcare specialists and endometriosis specialists who understand the disease, who can better it's like they will amplify our voices even better, so we don't sound like we're whining, because usually when we go to them they're like, these girls,
they understand.
Yeah, and then you see, because then they're operating with the previous narratives of, period pain is normal, kwani what are you going through, like jikaze tu mama, meza hiyo painkiller moja, and all those dawas which we are not going to name because we have to protect the patients. But for me it's just, I've just said, guys, we're not going to fight you anymore. it's the woman's right to receive equal health care
Yes.
services.
Yes.
Why aren't we allowing her to get those services that she
services.
deserves?
Yeah.
It's not like we asked for this. We didn't wake up imagining that tomorrow we're going to be in pain, or tomorrow I want to skip work,
Yeah.
or tomorrow I don't want to have sex with my husband, or tomorrow I don't want to be able to conceive. Those are not things we wish and pray on ourselves.
When one is brought to this world, I mean, you didn't know you would be a certain.
Exactly.
You just get born.
Yeah.
You get yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have to face the truth.
Yeah.
And the reality is
Yeah.
you have to deal with it.
Yeah.
So I think really we need to yes, take the step of familiarizing and
Absolutely
talking to healthcare,
Mhm.
you know, and that way when the doctors will supporting us,
Yeah.
will help us amplify, as you said, and we'll be helped in one way or another.
Yeah.
It will take time, but we are here for it.
Yeah.
This is our cause. This is what we want to do.
And self-advocacy also for the women.
Yeah.
I think there's no bigger champion of this. So it can't be on you and I. You and I are not enough. There are 176 million women out there who are suffering with endometriosis. Imagine if every one of them raised their voices. Imagine.
Unfortunately, they can't. Not everyone.
I know. But self-advocacy is important
Very
because you're the only person who can tell your doctor how you feel.
Yes.
And once it comes to their radar, which it has done, because the landscape has changed, things are different now.
Totally.
At least now doctors know, they're aware, they're like, endometriosis, okay, we know what that is.
Yes.
So the more we self-advocate for us, document your symptoms. Tell your boyfriend, like, today it's difficult for me to have sex. Like, if sex is painful, talk about it. As a couple, go for counseling. You know, if you're struggling to conceive, it's not the woman's fault.
I mean, not blame.
You can't. So there are things that we can do, you know, like understanding that the care for endometriosis has to be a multidisciplinary approach. So you not only work with the gynecologist, but you also have to work with a pain specialist. If your pain is just not, getting resolved, involve a pain specialist. Yeah, therapist, if the burden is too much.
Yeah.
And you and I know that. There are days when we're like, we can't even work.
You don't even want to.
And then you feel bad.
After that,
Yeah.
feeling bad. But I can't work.
Exactly.
I'm not productive.
Mm-hmm.
And that will cost you mental. It will cost your mental space not to be okay.
Yeah.
That's where we end up having depression, manic, bipolar, all these things. And all these things are being backed by endometriosis at the end of the day. I think we need people to be vocal about endometriosis. If you are suffering out there and you know what you're really going through, you don't have to take a camera and talk, but go to the hospital and say it. I mean, there are government hospitals that are free of charge. You will not pay even a penny. There's NHIF that you can only pay 500 shillings per month, per month, and you just talk to the doctor and tell him, I'm feeling like this. Just tell the doctor, because as much as we're trying to advocate for endometriosis out here and for people to change and look at us differently, it's also you yourself. Start from you. If you're going through period pain, not be endometriosis, it could be something else, but please be vocal. Just talk it out. Talk to your boyfriend, talk to your sister. It's real. We're here talking about it because she's a very, I don't know how to say it, but she's come a really long way, and this girl, she's literally look up to you, and having her here means so much to me. She's my second guest, and we've just started, and I was telling her we're gonna walk this journey together. I quit my job to do this. So we're here to walk this journey together. So with that said, thank you so much. But anyway, maybe she can sign out for us.
Yeah, no, thank you also. I mean, your passion is completely it's visible, it's seen, and we see you. We see you. Like from the day I met you, I have been following you and your journey. And I think for me, like I said, how can I help you get better? Like seriously.
Yeah.
So for me, if one person hears this today and you learn one thing, then we've done our job.
Yeah.
So well done also on starting this.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. So tukutane 25th. Alright?
Yebo. Yebo.
Bye.
Ciao ciao.
Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment below, and let us know what you'd want to see us talk about. But mostly, we're talking about 4 things that you shall know next month. But this month, we're talking about endometriosis. So we're looking forward to seeing you over again. All right, bye.